Okay, welcome everyone to this tutorial about basic scripting of props. I'm Miss Vamp. I'm one of the Utherverse users, and I have been for quite some time. And I find that this way is a lot more effective to show people how to do something as opposed to trying to explain it through text. Now, props. We first need to get into the prop editor. So we're in our basic Zabby, so that is pretty much these white walls wouldn't be there for yours because this would be a photo frame, and this back here will be your profile comments. So I've actually covered those up because this is one of my Zabbies and I'm protecting my friend's privacy while I do this. So first of all, we need to get into the prop editor. We need to go and click this arrow right here, which will drop down a list of options that we have. So once we select prop editor, it is going to bring up this big scary looking box and give you a message saying that the session has started. This is the game recognizing that you are actually editing props within your Zabby. Now, the first scripting that we are going to talk about is chairs. Chairs are very fun and complicated things all at the same time. To get a prop, we need to go to New. So to grab our chair, we have to go through here. You can choose your categories if you really would like to. You can go down, you can select your different ones, and then this will bring down your type. But it's easier if you can go into keywords because we are doing basic prompting for specific items. So we are going to type in the word chair. Once we click find, we are going to bring up anything that is associated with the chairs. Now you can click on all these chairs to find out what they look like, and they are going to be lots and lots of fun. But what we will do is, for the purposes of this, we will use a basic hotel chair. So we need to create the prop so we can edit it. So we click create, and it will bring it up in a beautiful little green rectangle 3D item. Yes. And what we are going to do is we need to be able to move the object because, as you can see, it is off the ground. So we need to right click the object, and now we need to place the object. Now by doing this, we can move our mouse around. As you can see, we lose our mouse pointer, so it's not really a big drama. And once we click it, we get it back. Now, positioning of the props. There is two ways that you can do this. If you hit F2, you get this beautiful little XYZ that does come on. Now, if we put in these numbers, so our X will be 1508, our Y will be 23, and we can go 5969. Now, this will stick it in my head. There is pretty much a lot of guesswork with depending if you know what you're doing or not, but for the basic purposes of this, what we are going to do is hit F2 again to get rid of this, and we are going to use our mouse wheel and our keyboard to move this around. So what we need to do is right click the chair. Now we're going to place it. So once we place it, we're going to be able to move it. That's just moving the mouse. If we hit the control buttons on our keyboard and then we use our mouse wheel to scroll back towards us, it will move the object down. By moving it away from you, you can move it back up in the air. And what we want to do is place the outline of the green cube just above the floor. Once we let go of our control button, it will start moving around again. Now, if you hold your shift button, and this is just to show you what it will look like, if you hold your shift button down and you do the same, the object will get bigger when you scroll away from you, and the object will get smaller. Now, at this point in time, the object will possibly be too small for us to use unless we are fairies. So what we are going to do is go into our scale option. The scale option we are going to change. As you can see, it says 88, 88, 88, because with using our mouse wheel, we are actually moving all aspects of the prop at the one time. So what we are going to do is in X, we are going to type 1, and then we are going to type 1 and 1. So this will bring our prop back to the original size. Scripting. The scripting of the prop itself is not that complex. What we do is we click on the script tab. These numbers here we will cover further down the track, but right now you only need to worry about having 1. The script function, we scroll down through our list and we have chair 1 seat and chair 2 seat. It doesn't matter which one you choose. We're only going to be adjusting one property of it. So we'll just click chair 1. Now, this chair is now scripted so we can sit on it. So if we move over towards the chair and click roughly towards the back of it, our avatars are going to go through it. There is nothing to panic about. You haven't done anything wrong. So we are going to stand up again, obviously. It is all to do with the forward offset. Now this is a numbers game, which once you get used to scripting chairs and other objects, you will get used to it. So even say if we type in the number 50 for our forward offset, and click the back of the chair again. As you can see, our avatar has moved forward, but it is not quite sitting on the chair. So I'm going to stand up again. The default, roughly, depending on the sizing of your avatar, this is what makes a difference as well. I'm a tiny avatar, so I can set it to 185 and I will be perfectly fine sitting on that. Now you can see that there's not much what I like to call tail going through the back of the chair. That tends to happen when you sit too close to the back. The hair will go through, the person's back will go through in the idle movements, and their elbows and so on. Now that we've scripted the chair, we need to unlock it. Once we unlock it and close out a prop editor, it will actually come up that session's ended, but that's okay. There will be a chair that will, a person on a chair that will appear over your chair. It does sound a bit weird, doesn't it? Sounds like I'm trying to talk in riddles. If we click this, we'll be able to sit on it, and it will sit exactly because it will save exactly where we set it to. Now I'm going to show you something that does tend to happen when you first start decorating. We're going to open our prop editor. Now we are going to right click the chair and go into our properties and go to our scripting. I'm going to change the number to 190 and I'm going to unlock the chair. Now I'm going to move as if I want to do something else. I am now obviously stuck. It is because you have edited the prop while you were using it. All you need to do is just go behind the chair, click the back of the chair, and you will sit back on it and stand up, and you will unglitch yourself. You haven't done anything wrong, it's just the way that it works. And you don't have to F5, close out of everything, save everything, and close Utherverse. No need to. Simple way of fixing it. Tip from me to you. Okay, now what we are going to do is clone the chair. This is a simple method. We right click and we clone. And we can place our chair there. The other way to clone objects is to use our beautiful little paper, and we can clone as many as we like. All of these chairs, as you can see, the scripting does not change. That is because the original prop that we have cloned was scripted for the chair forward offset of 190. Now, you'll be able to have all of these sitting there, and that's fine. Okay, now say, for argument's sake, the very simple method, say this